What's up, LARPerators? This is Dick Butt, and well, today's the day. I promised you guys a face reveal at 2,000 subscribers. I didn't hit 2,000 subscribers, but I'm going to do this anyways because, number one, this isn't really a publicity stunt. The reason I'm doing this now is so that I can make content on a more regular basis. Having to do this kind of gets in the way. It adds an extra step. And I really want to get back to making review videos. And the reason why I have to do this is no longer a reason anymore. I'm not really good at these things, so I guess let's just rip the Band-Aid off and use some magic, and here we go. Pretty anticlimactic, isn't it? All right, so let's just get right into it. So why did I hide my face? Who's that handsome gentleman right there? I used to be employed at a company where I did product videos. There was never really any rule that stated that I wasn't necessarily allowed to do my own projects on the side, but I just felt like it might get difficult to explain if for whatever reason the worlds collided. But anyway, having to do all the prep work to get ready to do a review video, it gets tiresome. I do want to continue doing this though. I really like having a YouTube channel, and I want to continue doing reviews, and I feel like not having to take that extra step will help motivate me to get back and doing videos. You guys probably noticed I put out maybe a video a month if I'm on a roll, and I want to do that more frequently. Here it is, my stupid face. So you guys asked some really good questions and some interesting questions, so let's get to it. This question comes from Vinny Vincenz on Instagram. Why do you think so many airsoft players have their heads up their asses, thinking they're in some kind of special forces? It's a game, you idiots. That happens, but not as frequently as you'd think. I definitely have run across players who I think take airsoft too seriously, but I've also met a lot of people who I think have the right mindset, understand that airsoft is just a game, and play it because it's fun. I don't think it's a huge problem in the community. Not to say it doesn't happen, but when I meet people like that, I just tend to ignore them and move on. Dulce T. Domis 2? I hope I pronounced that right. Will you have Uprising gameplay up on your YouTube channel soon? Probably not. I did record a couple of skirmishes at Uprising, but I wasn't happy with the results. But that doesn't mean I'm done posting gameplay footage. Again, I just feel like I'm very critical of my gameplay footage. When I watch it, if I don't feel like it's going to be something entertaining for you guys to watch, I usually just scrap it. Tactical Snoopy. Will you ask me about my wiener?
Have you seen my wiener?
What?
Have you seen my wiener?
No. Logan Smith 44 asks, when will you ever come to Bakersfield to play at Pozo Creek? I've never heard of Pozo Creek, and it sounds awesome just by the name. Am I saying it right? Pozo Creek? If that's a spot where Hasmeen and Fred play, Undead Fred, then yeah, I definitely want to go out there and check that spot out. I will hit up Mr. Fred and Ms. Hasmeen and get the deets. OSNG Julian asks, any plans on a Northern California trip? Keep up the good work, bro. Love your shit, lol. Define Northern California. I think the farthest north I've gone to play airsoft is Game Pod, and I definitely want to go back to Game Pod in the near future. I don't know exactly when that's going to be, but it'll have to be a weekend. That's when I have off work. So yeah. Storm Airsoft. My favorite color is blue. Cool, mine is potato. Addy Lone Wolf. If you give more saturation for your pick, this picture will be more epic. Like this? Spartan Phalanx Airsoft asks, when's the next time you're going to Code Red? I haven't been to Code Red in a minute, and I have no good reason or explanation why, because I like that field. I've just been going to Wildlands a lot lately. It just ends up being the spot that we go to. Young and Old Airsoft asks, who would you like to be airsoft-wise? That's actually pretty easy for me. I consider myself really lucky that I get to play with the people that I get to play with, because I feel like I've met a lot of really cool airsofters that live in the Southern California area. But some of my favorite people to play with that I aspire to be like would be Ryan from Hopped Up Hooligans. I've never seen him like have a bad game. Brain Exploder. This one's a given, but Jet and Leah. I don't think anybody loves airsoft more than Jet and Leah. So case in point, Jet and Leah basically do airsoft for a living. But they still will take time to go out and play at fields without their cameras. Like, how much do you have to love airsoft that airsoft is your job, but you still go out and play just because you enjoy it? No cameras. On and off the field, I think they just exude the right attitude, and what they do to grow the sport of airsoft, I don't think they get enough credit for. I also really like Vince and Lucas from Wildlands. They've spent a lot of energy recently in revamping that field, and players on the field, off the field, what they're doing to try and make the game as exciting as possible, I just think it's awesome. I mean, I could go on, but really I just consider myself lucky that I've been able to play with people like Lucas, Timmons, Storm, DJ, Doc. I mean, I could go on for a long time. Anybody who actually has fun playing airsoft and isn't doing it for the wrong reasons, like sponsorships, or because they think it makes them a badass, or because they want to hurt people or wreck people, like, it's just a game. So the people who like have fun with it and just don't take it too seriously, and in my personal opinion, have the right attitude for airsoft, like, those are the people that I look up to, and those are the people that I have been fortunate enough to get to play with. Crazy Horse MUSX, do you like pulse rifles or any other custom replicas? Yeah, the pulse rifle airsoft gun, I want to have it. I haven't bought it because I know I'll never play with it. It's like a toss-up, because at some point they'll stop making the pulse rifle, and then it's going to get hard to find, and then it's going to get expensive to find. So yeah, it's going to happen at some point, just because I love that freaking movie. I love Aliens. I have the DL-44 blaster. I got that at Evic as a red tag item, so I lucked out there. I probably won't use that in a game either, but I just wanted to have it because it's freaking the DL-44. Airsoft Cyberzone. Let's get serious. What do you do for a living? Ooh, let's get serious. I work in marketing. Hunter Smith 98 asks, any video games you find inspiration from for your airsoft loadout, or just any games you like to play? You know, honestly, not really. And there's not a good reason for it, because I love first-person shooters. Like, if I ever really wanted to do an airsoft loadout based off a video game, like, I'd want to get it like almost exact. Like, if I was going to take it serious. Jishwi or Josh asked me, by the way, Josh is another person that I get to play with who's a super badass. So, Josh, you're awesome. Now that you've done a few Milsim events, your thoughts on Milsim games versus Weekend Warrior games? Do you enjoy one more than the other? So yeah, I've done 4 Milsim events now, 4 or 5. There's things I like about both. I would think, though, if I strictly stuck to one or the other, I would get bored. Speedy Maza asks, when will you come to Finland? We could fondle our Evos. I would love to go to Finland. I just got to play in Japan, and that was like a huge bucket list thing for me, just going to Japan in general, but getting to play airsoft out there was super cool. And I don't know when I can make that a reality, but I'm glad that you are a fellow Evo lover, because that gun is the favorite. It's still my favorite in the arsenal. Kings1x asked, if you could travel to any other country to play airsoft that you haven't already been to, where would it be and why? Ooh, that's a tough one. I think my natural response is going to be the UK, and that is just because I speak English. Maybe not the Queen's English.
But if I'm no greetings, I just have to make a greetings myself. Very words.
But I do speak English, so it would be easy for me to make that transition. Dreamer of the Day asks, how empowering is it to use the GAT? Miami Vice level of coolness or Big Trouble and Little China level of awesomeness? I'm on the fence about investing in one. Both. Another video I need to do is I actually just sent my Echo 1 GAT to Rich Lort from Wolverine Airsoft, and that will actually be my first HPA gun. The Echo 1 GAT is a CQB monster already. It's a pistol. It's considered a pistol, and why would you not want to have a pistol that can hold 100 rounds in a mid-cap? That's like a no-brainer to me. So stay tuned. I'll do a video when I get that back. I'm also going to get it a custom Cerakote job on that bad boy, which hopefully some of you will appreciate. You're either going to love it or hate it, so stay tuned for that. JS Retro asked, what's your favorite game mode? I actually like fun CQB style game modes the most. The thing that's tough about a lot of those game modes is most fields have too many players to pull them off effectively. I've never gotten to play Trouble in Terrorist Town, and that's like a huge like must-do game type for me. That is something I am trying to get on the plate, but no firm plans yet. Prone Wars. Prone Wars is ridiculous, by the way. That game sucks and is fun at the same time. So Prone Wars is just what it sounds like. Basically, you have a pistol and you are only allowed to crawl around in the prone position to shoot other players. It's really dumb, but fun. Speeds off Scratton, do you like traveling to play Airsoft or do you like to stay local? Local for me is actually still traveling. Most fields are at least an hour and a half drive away from me. The closest field to me is about a 30-minute drive that's warped ops. So yeah, no matter where I'm playing Airsoft, even locally, I'm going to be in the car for a while. Rodvin, I hope I said that right. I apologize if I didn't. What kind of music do you listen to? So when people ask what kind of music you listen to and you're like, oh, a little bit of everything, like that's such a bullshit answer and I know that, but it's actually the truth with me. I love a lot of different styles of music. Like people will say, oh, I like a little bit of everything, but like if you go through my Spotify playlist, you're either going to be like, wow, you listen to a lot of different stuff, or you're a fucking weirdo. Call sign Bandit. Can I hunt you? 86 tones. Are you single? You jackass. Okay, he already knows the answer to this, but no, I'm not. I've been dating the same person now for over 3 years. She is awesome. She came to play Airsoft with me in Japan. She just recently came to play Airsoft with me in the US. I am trying to get her to play more. I'm excited because it seemed like she actually liked it. I wasn't sure if she would or not, but she is my better half. She is far too attractive for me. So she's probably got some brain damage, but I still love her. GCC Goliath, favorite movies and music. I covered music, so movies, that's easy, man. I love 80s movies. Like all of my tattoos are almost all 80s movies. Action, sci-fi, anything from that genre in that era is almost always like a yes in my book. Alejandro Gomez, will you be at Black Shield this year? If so, what team? I wasn't planning on it. That's not to say plans can't change, but currently not necessarily planning on it. Call sign Metalhead. What are some good ways for a starting team or player to get more connected in the bigger community? Definitely not asking for myself or anything. Go out and play. I mean, that's the easiest way I guess I can tell you is just keep playing, and when you go out to play, talk to people. But I would say, like, if you're trying to meet people and more friends to play Airsoft with, really kind of what has worked well for me is just in the staging areas. If I'm next to a group of people, like between games, small talk with them, especially if they're rocking something I haven't seen or something I'm interested in. I'll ask them about like, hey, what gun is that? Or hey, what optic is that? Or whatever, just to get the conversation started. Muppet Mo asks, is your face a mask and are you a lizard person working for the Illuminati?
The visitors are not our friends. They've come to rape our planet and kill us. They are not who they appear to be.
No. All right, this is the last question, and like 400 of you asked me this.
How'd you choose the name Dick Butt? Did you get your call sign? Dick Butt.
Why are you Dick Butt?
Dick Butt. Dick Butt. Dick Butt is stupid.
Okay. How did I choose the call sign Dick Butt? It was kind of my accident, actually. The very first Airsoft game that I played was an op, which was a huge mistake. Don't play an op as your first Airsoft game. I'm amazed I came back to play. I had a horrible time. So I bought a Dick Butt patch and I put it on my plate carrier just because it was just funny. So if you're not familiar what Dick Butt is, Dick Butt started in like 2006, and it was this cartoonist who like was drawing a cartoon about wasting paper, and this guy's like, I'll never waste another piece of paper in my life, and then he draws this stupid cartoon and it's Dick Butt. And it took off from there, and people started making GIFs and memes and all kinds of crazy shit out of Dick Butt.
Ugh. 16-bit system, who knows? The first...
Thank you.
It has to be one of these. Lions, tigers, bears.
Oh my. Can you tell me
thought it was funny, so I was like, yeah, let's put dick butt into airsoft. So I was rolling with that, and you're at a Milsim event, and it's, you know, it's kind of like a couple of people recognized it, and they actually really liked it, and so they would see me and they would yell dick butt. And so dick butt kind of stuck. I think if I ever truly get sick of dick butt, then I have my backup call sign ready to go that I've picked. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. You'll just steal it. That's really not in the near future plans to change it. Maybe down the road. Like I said, right now I'm happy with dick butt. So, all right, I think that's all the questions that I got. Oh, no. Mixed, you son of a bitch. I'd like to answer you in the form of song.
Every time I look at my dick, I'm like, holy shit, that's a big dick. And every time I look at your dick, I'm like, holy shit, that's a small dick. Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's pretty much it. Mask is off. Hopefully you're terribly disappointed and you unsubscribe. But if you don't, this just means I'll be able to crank out review videos a little bit faster between gameplay. I don't want to bore you guys with gameplay that's not watchable, and I also don't want to wait a month between uploading videos, so this is my solution. Take it or leave it. All right, so until next time, Dick Butt's 4 rules are: number 1, don't drive under the alkofluence of alcohol. Number 2, rub-a-dub-dub 3 men in a tub is a fucked up nursery rhyme if you think about it. Number 3 is the same. Call your hits. And number 4, and most importantly, have fun. It's just a game. Go back to your regular boring lives. Okay, I'm over it. Fuck you. I freaking love synthesizers.